All right, on to another important development. The interbank call rate, that is, remember the rate at which the banks borrow from one another, shot up to 8% in early trade from 6.85% at the close on Wednesday. Why is the money so scarce and why are yields rising? Lata Venkatesh is right here to tell us more. Lata, does it have anything to do with also the financial year end?
This has entirely to do with the financial year end. It's not as if money is scarce, it's also badly distributed. Actually, this 8% interbank call rate is more for the record books. Normally, at what rate will a bank borrow from one another? They will borrow close to the repo rate. Because if the banks don't give, you can go and borrow from the repo market. And if you don't have enough collateral, you can borrow at 25 basis higher at what is called the MSF window. Reserve Bank is giving you the money. But in this case, the distribution of money is very skewed. There is a lot of surplus funds with public sector banks, with large banks, and some of the foreign banks and smaller private banks may play it risky. So for just a few trades, the call rate shot up to 8%. Normally, it should hug the repo rate, which is at 6.5%. Now, why does it happen on March 31st? Remember, every time a bank gives another bank loan for 1 day, uncollateralized, without any collateral, that is an unsecured loan. For that, you have to keep capital. So as of March 31st, if that loan is on your book, you have to set aside extra capital, which ruins your other percentages, ROCEs and other capital related ratios. So banks who have surplus are unwilling to lend on 31st. So this fun and games happens every 31st March and towards 31st. It happened even on the 29th. But afterwards, things smothered. The Reserve Bank of India has a fixing, which is the average of the first hour rates. That also came fairly high at 7.8. Based on that, the overnight index swap market works. So it affected that shorter term market. But beyond that, it is more a yield, which you will note in the record books. It doesn't really impact daily, the rate at which you and I will borrow money. It's just a very small market.
All right, very interesting to know nonetheless. Lata, thanks a lot for bringing us all of the details there.